There is a danger when you approach the new £160,000 Aston Martin DBS that you instinctively try and compare it to the new 599 GTB Ferrari. It's so tempting, you see, front-engine V12 GT cars, but I'm not going to do it. I don't think we should do it because the Ferrari is £40,000 more and it has 100 horsepower more. I now think the two cars are in different classes. I've got that one out of the way. This is not a 599 rival in my mind. Anyhow, before we delve into the murky world of how the DBS drives, there are some questions to be answering about its styling. My main question is, does this car look different enough to a regular DB9 on which it's closely based to justify a £48,000 premium over the DB9 Sport Pack with a manual gearbox? And I'm not quite sure. I've been with it for 2 days now. I think it's a great looking car, but I'm not sure if it's different enough. Almost all the body panels are new on the DBS. Carbon fibre front wings, carbon fibre bonnet, aluminium doors, aluminium roof skin. In fact, if you ask Aston Martin, is there any steel in this car? They just say, we think the rear subframe might be. Otherwise, this is space-age Aston Martin. That means aluminium bonded shell, all modular, so the range basically share the same underpinnings. Some vital statistics: 510 brake horsepower at 6,500 RPM, 420 foot-pounds of torque at 5,750 RPM. That's quite high for the torque delivery. 0 to 62 in 4.3 seconds, 191 flat out. Okay, it won't go 200, so cares. 3 turns lock to lock, 1,695 kilograms all up. That's quite light. Then again, it is all aluminium as carbon, as we said. 78 litre fuel tank. I think that's a bit on the small side with something with such a thirst that's supposed to be a long-legged GT. As we said, £160,000, quite a bit cheaper than the obvious Ferrari competitor. 400 to 500 units a year. They want to do a few more, sold out in the UK for 2 years, so they're hardly struggling. Come around here, have a look at some tech details. Ceramic carbon brakes all the way around, 398mm at the front. If you recognise that measurement, it's because it's the same as on the Ferrari. It's effectively the same disc with that Aston Martin 6-piston monoblock caliper. Fantastic brake feel. I reckon the best brake feel on a carbon disc I've driven. Revalve steering, as we said, none of this He-Man stuff that you get in V8 Advantages and DB9s, because really you can't turn the wheel. This is much, much lighter. Engine, top end work, raised compression, so it breathes better and it's a bit punchier inside. That's where you're getting more power from. Bilstein adjustable dampers. This is another first for Aston. 2 settings, comfort, sport. Each setting has 5 parameters and the car tries to work towards the ideal, the optimum damping situation for everywhere you are on the road. At the back, main differences. Large carbon rear diffuser, slightly different exhausts, funked up lights, lipped up spoiler a la Ferrari 550, and on this one, a very, very natty black paintwork which you can't see, which has got flecks of red in it. Very James Bond. Overall though, I have got some reservations. We'll see whether the drive can turn that perception around slightly. For me, for £160,000, if I was buying this car, I'd be a little bit miffed that it looked so similar to a DB9. I'll stop short of saying it's a DB9 with a body kit, because that's unfair. Anyhow, let's go and have a steer. These fixed back bucket seats, I think they're an option, are just fantastic. Super comfortable, electrically adjustable, and you've even got a button to fold them forward so you can stick your bags behind the front seats. This is strictly a 2-seater, remember. I'm a touch worried that Aston Martin is trying to elaborate on every control surface and every interface just too much these days. They are now the accepted masters of supercar design detail. They love it. It's become a fetish up in Gaydon. But in this car, everything's just so complicated. This key thing you saw me putting in, it's called an ECU. That's an emotional control unit. No, it's not. That's an acronym for Poxy Key Substitute that's not as good as a key. It's just a bit of an irritation, I find. The instruments, okay, they look really cool, but the rev counter going the opposite way to the speedometer, I can't really see them. At least there's an electronic readout, so you can spot how fast you're going. This thing does at cruise speed at quite a rate still. This redesigned centre console here for the DBS, remember it's not out of a DB9, it's all new for this car. Yeah, it looks great, but I can't fathom it for love nor money. They're just loads of little buttons and I'm reasonably dexterous. No, I get the feeling that they're just getting too intricate and too clever with the design. Maybe they just need to simplify things slightly. Oh, and one other point of irritation, it might just be because I am vertically challenged, but the gear lever is too far back. If I want to go 3rd to 4th or 5th to 6th, I kind of hit my elbow on the seat. Odd that. No doubt the DBS does suffer in not having its own clearly defined image within the range. The V8 Vantage, the DB9 and the old Vanquish all had that distinctive look. They were their own cars, for want of a better phrase. The DBS, in being derived from another car, the DB9, I think is a bit weaker, and that, as a halo model in the range, as the top of the range Aston, does weaken its appeal slightly for me. I don't know, make your own mind up on that one. But there's no arguing about the way it drives. These Bilstein dampers give it comfort. They've been very brave in creating a GT car, not getting drawn down the whole GT2 Scuderia route. This is not a rival for those cars. Neither is it a rival for a 599. It's just too cheap. It's an exceptionally talented GT car. And I suppose that's what Aston Martins are all about. It's a road car after all. And if you were allowed to spend every day on the road in one of these, you'd count yourself extremely lucky.